King Henry VIII of England is known for his many marriages, love affairs, and executions of his wives. Each of his marriages deserves an entire novel. But in this article I would like to tell about 5 out of 7 wives, whom he affectionately called mare. It was 1539, already married 3 times, but once again free, King Henry VIII was looking for a wife. This time he decided to make not only a pleasant marriages of love and passion, but also a favorable for the country, political. He decided to look for a bride in Germany in order to gain the military and political support of the German Lutherans, who were sworn rivals of the Holy Roman Empire, Charles V. The king has chosen Anne of Cleves, sister of Duke of Cleves, but what to do if he and his bride are separated by hundreds of kilometers? It's not a good idea to go to meet her on your own. This is not how kings do things, and the 48-year-old king's health was already pretty shattered. Then it was decided to send their trusted men to look at the princess. Unfortunately, they came back with nothing. There were no cameras back then. They only told the king in words that Anne wore high colors and veils, so they could not see her face. But Anne does not speak English, does not dance, and has no sense of humor. So much for the bride. But what about her looks? So the king got clever and sent his painter Holbein to the potential bride, and he painted Anne. And, as historians now believe, the artist deliberately drew Anne too unremarkable, so what the king changed his mind about marrying her, to fled to vanilla and too tired-eyed. But the king didn't change his mind. To be more precise, he was disappointed in his choice, but after his personal acquaintance with the princess. However, according to the canons of the time, it was impossible to refuse the contract. It is said that when the king met Anne, he accused his ambassadors of bringing him a Flanders mare. The first wedding night proved to be an ordeal for the ailing king. Suffering from wounds on his legs, he had gout, obesity, and fading manhood. He cited Anne's appearance and foul odor as reasons for his inability to consummate the marriage, leading to rumors of impotence. To preserve the king's image, courtiers spread rumors of Anne's unattractiveness. The marriage, entangled in both political and personal difficulties, was eventually dissolved after 6 months. The dissolution of the marriage was not a simple process. The king had to prove that Anne was engaged to another man and that their engagement has not been officially broken off, which meant that she could not legally marry. In fact, things were a little different, but Anne, disinterested in such an unhappy marriage, confirmed the king's words and divorced him. After the dissolution of the marriage, Anne and Henry continued to communicate simply in a friendly manner, and Anne even received 2 castles as compensation. The king was grateful to Anne for not preventing their divorce. Their relationship was so warm that she was nicknamed the king's favorite sister. Immediately after the divorce, Henry remarried to Catherine Howard, a cousin of his former wife Anne Boleyn, who was executed by his own order. But that's another story.